So what is the difference between a clean room and an unbelievably messy room? How does it affect you, right? And this might be something that you don't really notice, you don't really think about, right? But look around your room right now. Do you have any unfolded clothes on your chair, on your ground, right? Is your table messy? Is your chair unaligned? Do you have shit all over the floor? Trash bags you need to throw out? Is your room untidy, right? Now, how do you feel? As we're speaking right now, how do you feel watching this, right? Do you feel bad mood, good mood? Do you feel neutral, not sure, right? Most likely correlation, like we're talking about correlations, right? When your room is tidied up, your bed is done, your floor is clean, right? You've got a vacuum like I do in this small ass box. You've got a broom, a mop, you've got whatever you need, right? Your room is cleaned up, your table is tidy, everything's set up perfectly. I can 100%, 200% guarantee you, right? That you'll be more disciplined, more productive, and more efficient. These are just minor benefits of it, just the minor benefits. Most people don't realize that their living space, their like the room they're occupying, is so unbelievably important to them, to their mental state, right? To how they think, how productive they are. So when you wake up in the morning, do you see undone clothes, an untidy desk, right? The door is open, or the closet door is open, or your closet is untidy, your clothes haven't been cleaned or ironed in a while. Do you see that when you wake up? If you see that when you wake up, then most likely, right, you're living an undisciplined, unproductive life. But if you're someone who goes to the gym, for example, and I've noticed this with a lot of my friends that I've asked, did they go to the gym? Yes, their room is more likely to be tidy. However, do they not go to the gym? Yes, there's a chance the room is untidy, right? But of course, it's not like this. This one's a bit more correlation does not mean causation, right? But however, in this case that I'm trying to explain to you, if you are able to just start off slow, right? Make your bed, all right? Align your carpets, maybe remove a bunch of stuff, clear out the trouble trash bags, close your closet door, iron your clothes. When you start doing the small things, right, they all add up. Because yet again, in the book Atomic Habits, the author speaks about 0.0, what's called 1%, sorry, not zero. He speaks about 1% improvements daily, right? Very small 1% daily improvements. But he doesn't talk about when he talks about, think about 10 1% improvements daily that you have. So you're improving a 1% in here, 1% here, 1% here, 1% here, 1% here. So if we take this 1% and push it on across the lifespan of a year, right? You've got 1% for a whole year, right? 1% for a whole year, that's 37.78 times better, right? You get 37.78 times better by the beginning of the year. Now put this on to like 10 small minute habits, right? 37.78 times 10, you are 0.8 times better. You are that like just small habits that you do. When you wake up, you do your bed 1% better every day, right? Before you go out, right? You brush your tongue to make sure you have good smelling breath. Or for example, before you go to the gym, you link it up with another good habit, right? So every time I go to the gym, I'll take off my clothes and I'll tidy them, I'll put them there. Or every time I go to the gym, I'll set up a towel so when I come back, I can shower. Small things, small incremental things, right? You're already going to the gym. The gym is already a great habit to have, a great disciplinary habit to have, where you track and you're disciplined and you're productive, right? But when you link it up with the small things, right, it all adds up. It's very simple. Now, let's just say my table was completely untidy. I had plates and books and everything was undone on this table. How do you think it would affect me whenever I want to make a YouTube video and I'm looking here at like, oh, there's something out of line here, or it's dirty over there, or the plates haven't been washed in a couple of days, or there's something missing here, or I haven't charged this, I haven't done this. How do you think this catches up with your brain? It makes think about as in the programming codes, it makes a Stack Overflow, right? Just overflowing, just like, oh, you need to do this, do this, do this, do this, keep this tight, do this, and eventually just it becomes too much to bear. You start procrastinating on it. Okay, I need to do my bed, but then I need to pick up the trash. Okay, I need to clean up the table. Oh man, I need to do this. Okay, I'll just have someone else do it for me. So there's nobody. It starts piling up, small excuses, small minute things. So when I ask someone, have you done your bed? At the very least, have you done your bed? They tell me, no, I know the room's not clean. If you haven't done your bed, then your room's probably not clean. Have you folded your clothes? No, your room's probably not clean. Have you taken out the trash? 100% your room's not clean if you haven't taken out the trash. When was the last time you bothered to clean up around the bathroom? Like the bathroom somewhere you don't really think to clean up that much. When was the last time you wiped down the sink, right? When was the last time you wiped down the mirror? that cleaned your toilet, right? Is it the very place you sit on multiple times a day? At least clean it once a week. When you ask all these like very small questions that they seem insignificant, they present it's called the bigger picture behind it. Like, it's a very small thing here that means that may seem unbelievably minute in front of you, but then if you look at it, if you just maneuver to it around it 90 degrees and you look at it from the side, you see this small hint of the picture, right? It is unbelievably expansive. Like the big problem hidden here, the undisciplined, what's called the not disciplined, right? Unproductive, procrastinating, all this, and then you look at the front, he hasn't done his bed. Okay, here is what's called, he brushes his teeth only once a day. Okay, moving on. His desk is untidy. He hasn't finished his homework. He hasn't finished his assignments. He doesn't talk to his family as much as he should. He doesn't do this. And then it just slowly expands more out. So let's start at the base. If your base is built on a muddy landslide, right, everything else is going to crumble. So start at the base. The very simplest thing that I spoke about in my first video, doing your bed. When you have a tidy bed, right, oh, this doesn't look that tidy, but when you have a done bed, right, a done bed is significantly better than the mess of an untidy bed, sheets everywhere, pillow here, pillow there. And a tidy bed reinforces the very smallest habits of productiveness. Okay, moving on from a tidy bed. Do you have your clothes folded? That's the second thing. Very simple, right? Not even ironed, just do you have your clothes folded? No? Again, that's not something I need to change. So many times I'll talk to someone, right, and they'll tell me that, I'll just have someone else fold my clothes, or I just leave my clothes on my chair and I do them in. Man, you have a closet for a reason, right? Every house has a closet. You have multiple clothes that you love to wear, but they're unkept, unclean, haven't been folded, man. It's very small things that you don't really realize that can change how you feel mentally, right? Somebody's more anxious, right, when he can't even get his day right because his bed's undone and his table's undone, all this shit. And this may seem like I'm rambling on about something insignificant that doesn't truly, like, it's something that doesn't make sense, right? It might seem very mundane and useless to tell you this. Like, if I told someone, oh, you're unproductive because you can't even do your bed, right? Your bed's not done, you're unproductive, you're undisciplined. He will look at me like, okay, this guy's spewing some horseshit. He's talking to me, he's spewing something that doesn't make sense. My bed's undone, how is it my fault, right? Like, okay, my bed's undone, how does it affect my whole life? But you don't realize that these smallest things that start kicking at your foundation, right? Well, if the left side of your house is made out of stone, concrete, steel, rebar, and the right side of your house is made out of paper mache, insulation material, and glass, which one do you think is going to stand out? Which one do you think is going to pushing, like, it's going to be experiencing more pressure, right? Messing up your foundation, tilting it, right? When the small things in your life, the very small basic things, right? I'm not talking like okay, you need to, like, some things that you need to fundamentally change. Those are bigger things that you need to change. I'm talking about the smallest piece of the picture, right? The most minute details of the picture. If you cannot change or control these, the big piece that you're struggling with will not get any easier. But I can promise you this, if you fix the problem that takes 5 to 10 seconds to fix, the big problem will be slowed down by 5 to 10 seconds, which may seem insignificant, right? If you fix a 5 to 10 second problem, the big problem gets reduced by 5 to 10 seconds. In reality, you think, such a minute amount of time, 5 to 10 seconds. The only thing you can never buy in your life is time. The only thing you only have a limited amount of is time. The only thing you're given a small amount of that you can never get back is time, right? So do not think as 5 to 10 seconds on one task in your life a small thing. You have thousands and thousands of tasks to do weekly, right? You have thousands of tasks to do weekly, but you do it subconsciously. Okay, I need to go eat, use the bathroom, do this. All these small tasks you need to do, they are reduced by a couple of seconds when you start improving further. Start improving the small things. Okay, do my bed, that takes 5 seconds, reduces 10 to 15 seconds here. Okay, clean up my table. Now I can study 20, 25 seconds faster. It's the small things in your life that will add up, that will build up. Of course, the richer of us, right, the few who have made it and become rich, right, those are blessed, alhamdulillah. They are blessed. Mashallah, they're able to buy time in a sense, right? They don't buy more time for themselves. What they're able to do is they have somebody else they buy other people's time, right? Buy somebody to do my bed, right? That's because they've invested the time. There are people who used to do their beds. They buy someone. They buy someone to do their time for them. So you buy a maid to clean up your house for you. You buy a chef. You buy somebody who takes care of your garden. You buy somebody who gives you a massage. You buy a coach. Just very basic shit you don't think about, right? This is like you do every day, right? People are able to buy these things and reduce the amount of time taken. So think in your life, all these actions that you're doing, somebody has already bought them and he's already saved the time. So honestly speaking, this video was something about a clean room versus untidy room, right? How it changes your life. But in reality, it all boils down, and most of these videos all boil down to the concept of time. How much time do you have? Even in the video where I spoke about 3 things to improve your mental health and how to get rid of a rut of depression, right? When you're depressed, you're most likely to procrastinate and you're gonna sit in your bed and wallow, right? It's a lot of time that you're never going to get back, right? When you spend 8 hours laying on your bed on your phone, you can't get up because you're so demotivated and so tired, right? That's 8 hours of gym, studying, eating, moving, what's it called? Talking to your family / friends, meditating, cleaning, anything that you need to do. That's 8 hours gone. Those 8 hours you'll never get back, like this. That's because of a mental rut. So think about every concept that I ever speak about, right? Eating healthier, you're able to move faster, but spend less time. Every single aspect of our life really just revolves around the concept of saving time. How do we save time here and there, subconsciously or consciously? Whether we think about it or we don't think about it. How efficient are our systems, right? How fast do we move? How quick we get shit done, right? If you say that you're an unproductive, undisciplined person, right? Whether you know it or you don't know it, then in reality, then you're wasting a lot of time in your life. When you sit on a bed for 10 hours a day, constantly consuming media, right? Those 10 hours could be used for so many productive things. Of course, ideally, you need to have an 80 to 90% productive schedule. What I mean is 80 to 90% of your day, right, needs to be doing something productive. In the last 10 to 20% can be something like very basic, enjoyable tasks, right? What I count as productive is very like meaningless as well. Like cleaning my desk, I count as productive, right? Listening to an audiobook while commuting is productive, right? So the very small things, you can just improve it by 1%, right? On the bus, listen to, or on the bus, on the train, or car, listen to an audiobook, right? Whether it be fiction or non-fiction, something fiction to expand your brain, right? Expand your imagination, or non-fiction to learn sciences, to learn religion, to learn business, to learn economics, to learn history, the arts, something that you enjoy, right? So I guess the last thing I can say for this comfort challenge is do your bed, fold your clothes, and try to save the time you have in your life. Because we take this life for granted very, very much. We take this test of life that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us for granted very, very much. So what I'm saying is be efficient, and I hope that the very basic advice or the very basic rambling I've given you is able to help you get out of a rut and get out of an unproductive cycle, right? Take care.